All right. Boom. I think we're live.
Boom, we're live.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'm here with Tyler Jensen, the flipper extraordinaire,
Yeah.
primarily out of Ogden, in the Salt Lake City area here in Utah. So we're pumped. We're going to have a luncheon next week on Wednesday at noon at the Village Inn. Just want to introduce Tyler and see all the cool stuff that he's been doing. I know if you follow him on social media, you know all the 7-day flips and all this crazy stuff that he's been doing the last couple of months. It's been really exciting. So I wanted to have him on and kind of talk about some of the things he's been working on. So Tyler, without any further introduction, maybe introduce the people who you are. And
yeah, for sure. What's up, guys? RIAs, I love it, man. It's been a while since I've been to a RIA, so I'm super stoked to get back into it. Yeah, Tyler Jensen, we are 100% flippers. We don't do any wholesaling. We just wanted to stick to what we were good at, and we figured we were good at flipping houses. So that's what we do. We're on track to hit about 40 houses this year, 40 flips. I have a project manager. I have 4 crews that just work for us. And yeah, we've done 2 7-day flips. So we did a $40,000 rehab was each of the budgets, and we did them in 7 days. So the first one we really did in like 6 days, but we call it 6.5 days. And then the second one we did in 7. So 40K rehab for both of them. We flipped them in 7 days. So we're going to talk a lot about that at the RIA. We'll talk about hiring contractors, project managers, whatever I can help you guys out in the flip side.
Yeah, damn, 7 days. So yeah, I know you can't go into it too much in detail now. It's probably going to take an hour, but give us a glimpse on like what is going through a 7-day flip like, and like what kind of planning and effort goes into it.
Yeah, totally. So it really is measure twice, cut once. So we planned it, and you'll see all of our efficiencies from things like how we packed our materials. So we did it all strategically. So day 7 was at the end, so we wouldn't need to get to it. And day 1 was at the beginning. So my guys, it was really simple for them to come and to do it. We planned everything right out to a T because we needed to be precise and we needed to control all of the variables. So I was sick of anyone who's ever flipped a house. I'm sure it was over budget. It was over time. The quality sucked, right? So we
Guilty.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to take all of those out and say, how do we guarantee that we'll be on time, that we'll be on budget, and that our quality will be really high? And so we planned out everything, what it would look like, how many guys we would need, what their jobs would be and their roles. And yeah, we timed it out, everything to the day. So we knew exactly what we had to get done that day. We did work orders for all of our crews, so they knew exactly what they had to get done. The easy part, honestly, was the implementation, was executing and getting the 7-day flip done. So the hardest part was planning, and we've been talking about it forever, but we finally found the right house. We had 10 days before we had to close on it. So we planned for 10 days. We got all of our materials, we closed. And then by the time we got keys to contract was 14 days with a $40,000 rehab. So pretty awesome. We flipped it in 7. We took 2 days to stage it and put pictures and clean it and all that stuff. And then we had it under contract in 5 days with multiple offers. So
wow,
pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing. Anyone who's done a flip before knows that pulling any of that off in 7 days is quite a miracle. So I'm sure it took a ton of planning.
Yep.
I'm usually waiting 7 days for my window guy to get over there. So
No kidding.
I know you had to probably put some orders in there.
Yeah.
Well, totally. That's super cool, man. I'm excited next week for you to go really in detail and give people kind of the full glimpse of what that planning was and how that execution came to be. Sure. But no, that's super cool.
Yeah, and I know I was out there for you. I'll show you our budget. I'll show you our timeline. I'll show you our design boards. I'll give you everything that you need. And I don't encourage you to do a 7-day flip. That was just us showing off. But if you could take a 6-month flip and turn it into 2 months, right, then you'll be successful. So we just want you to be really efficient and have a high product at the end, high quality product. So
yeah,
I'll to you whatever you want, man. I'm an open book.
Yeah, and you guys are getting a treat. So I don't know if you ever heard of Flip Hacking Live, but Tyler was one of the guest speakers there, speaking in front of 1,000 people in San Diego, to real estate investors and flipper extraordinaires around the country. People paid a pretty price ticket to go there, and Tyler was on stage for how long? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I got to share the stage with Jocko Willink. I don't know if you know who he is, but he wrote the book Extreme Ownership. He's a Navy SEAL. Super cool guy. Got to hang out with him. Walter Bond is another he's one of the top motivational speakers in the country. So I got to share the stage with guys like that. Bill Allen, who's doing 200 deals a year. It was a pretty humbling experience. But yeah, I got up and I shared similar stuff to what I'm going to share at the RIA. Just about how we run our business and the systems that we have, about hiring contractors and how I utilize my project manager, all of that stuff. But I got to speak for about 40 minutes and I laid it all out. I gave all the secrets and I think it was really successful. So it was a lot of fun. I would totally do it again. But yeah, I spoke in front of 1,000 people. Yeah, in San Diego. It was incredible. So I can't wait to do it again.
Dude, so I watch some on Twitter and Instagram looking at Jocko's watch at 4:30 every single morning.
Totally.
What is that dude like, meeting him in person?
So I got to I was kind of like the VIP, that's a weird term, but I got to go backstage. And so him and I chatted, we had dinner together. Like, it was just really cool. I probably spent a couple hours with him and we talked about leadership and overcoming fear. And it was just really cool to get him to know him on a really higher level. And we chatted and talked. And right before he went up on stage, I was back there and we talked about what he was going to say. And it was just really cool to kind of have that experience with him because he's a powerful dude. And yeah, just really cool. A guy that I really look up to, and we were able to chat on a really personal level. And it was just, and same with Walter Bond. I got to spend a couple hours with him, and he's a very well-known speaker. He played for the Utah Jazz back in the day. But yeah, just a super cool guy. And spending that intimate time with him was really cool as well, talking about goals and how to overcome fear and just things that all of us have to face in our business. But really cool to meet both those guys and to hang out with Bill Allen and his board of directors and all of that. So really cool experience.
Yeah, man. No, I'm super jealous. I know all those guys. So. And that's awesome. And I was talking to you yesterday. You're actually doing something super cool, a little putting your philanthropy hat on there, going to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, you bet. So I'm going November 10th. We're taking a crew of guys over to the Dominican Republic. We're going to build 2 houses and we're building a warehouse. So we helped these Dominican Republicans, I guess, I don't know what the correct term is, but we're helping these people start a business.
All right.
Yeah. And we're manufacturing goat soap. So goat milk in the Dominican Republic is a rare commodity. And so we got all these goats over there over the last couple of years, and now we're helping these couple of families start manufacturing soap. And it's going to go in like all the hotels in the Dominican and just help support this little small community. So we're going to build a couple houses. We've got to build a warehouse, and we're going to get all that done in 10 days. So I know that I like tight timelines apparently, but yeah, we're going to go over there and help this community out and just, yeah, it'll be cool. We're creating jobs and helping families, and that's what giving back is all about. So pretty cool.
Nice. So you said you've been working on this for a couple of years, getting these goats over there. What got you started in Dominican Republic specifically?
Yes. So it's actually one of my really good friends. He kind of started it. He started with all the goats, and he would buy a couple of goats, and then the payment to the people would be that they would keep a goat, right? So for every 3 goats that they would keep 2 and he would keep 1, and he's just been slowly growing this herd of goats. And now they have like 40 something goats, and now we just need to do something with it. And so he asked me to come on board, and he's one of my really good buddies, and he has a lot of ties with the Dominican Republic. So he got it all set up and just said, hey, I need someone that can run a crew and that can build houses and make this warehouse so we can start manufacturing this goat soap. So that's how it all started. He just asked me, he's like, hey, you're the right guy, and I want you to come over and fly you and maybe a couple other guys, and let's build these houses for these people, and let's build this warehouse, and we're going to create this small little economy over in the Dominican Republic. So pretty cool, pretty exciting stuff.
That's awesome. Hey, if anybody wanted to kind of contribute to what you're doing over there, is there any like links, websites that they can GoFundMe, something like that?
It's called Crazy Goat Soap. And so you'll have to check out the website. I'm not sure the link or anything like that, or Goofy Goat Soap is what it's called, something like that. But I'll get some more details and I'll share it at the RIA if you guys come. Then maybe we'll do a Kickstarter or something like that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, man. Well, I'm super pumped. I love your story. Sounds like you're doing a bunch of big stuff, getting invited to be a part of Jocko Willing's crew over there, 7-day flips. And you're giving back to the Dominican Republic. So, I mean, I'm super pumped to hear what you have to say. And it sounds like you're also not only a good business owner, but also a good person at heart too. So it's really good to see those two match up. So yeah, once again, guys, Tyler Jensen, he'll be speaking live at the Roy Village Inn for Slaria's Northern Luncheon here next Wednesday. When is that? That's the 23rd of October. So check them out. We're starting at noon. And you got any final words for the people?
Oh, you're welcome. We're doing another 7-day flip as well here in probably 2 weeks. We've got to wait for the tenants to move out. And then you're welcome to follow it on Facebook. You can look at me personally, Tyler Jensen, or Utah House Flip is our Facebook page. So we're going to be posting all of our videos. You can kind of follow along our process and our system. You can see all of that. So if you don't make it to the RIA, at least follow us on Facebook. Utah House Flip on Facebook, or Instagram, same thing, Utah House Flip. So thanks, guys.
All right. Boom.
Boom. That's right.